What is up, everybody? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a new one in from Rike Knife that we're going to check out. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, we have the Thor in from Rike Knife, and right out the gate, this thing is seriously impressive. Whether you like the wild, outlandish styling hints that are on here or not, I feel like you just gotta acknowledge that the level of detail that went into making this is very impressive. Very heavily skeletonized, got like a spine-ish looking outline here going on. Really just very impressive. That's the only word I can think of to describe it. It is a cool concept for sure. Now, it is all titanium construction, so it is a premium build. They even threw a little lanyard hole here on the tail of it. I thought that was pretty neat. I like that they did a little touch of detail here to kind of match the spine and what you have going on with the rest of this construction. You have an opening hole on the M390 blade and a flipper tab for deployment. And you have a really well done drop point blade shape on here, or you could say modified Wharncliffe. Has some belly to it. Nice, again, acute drop point tip on it. And they even carried the theme of the spine into the little spoon area here. That's actually quite functional. Got good jimping on there. You can also use the ramp here if you wanted to choke back. I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip on here. The scales, even though they are quite wild, they're slightly contoured, so they do fill the hand quite nicely. And it does feel like it's jimping, but it's not aggressive, right? They knocked it down to where it'll be okay in the hand. You'll kind of feel it, but truth be told, I don't think this is going to create any type of hot spot when using the knife. Just very comfortable in all the grips. They did chamfer and mill internally here, so you can very easily control the closing of this knife any way that you want to disengage it. Very good control. I like that a lot. Good attention to details here. The fit and finish, very good. Nice and centered here. You don't have a lot of tip exposed. Like I said, it's a 3/4 length integral. So just, man, I'm just really blown away by the design. I mean, I might not normally gravitate towards this initially, but I can truly appreciate the level of detail, the internal relief cut, the way that they did this teardrop shape for that access to the pivot to get to the bearings and everything is quite cool. The minimal branding, it's very well hidden, very small on here. The detent is tuned extremely well, guys. This thing opens with all the deployment methods very nicely. Now, I do have to remember to come up and not push out. And even then, I slide off a little bit because of that milling. So if you do want to thumb flick this one and you have the larger hands, just make sure you're getting into the biggest part of the pocket. If you have smaller hands, I think you'll be able to get to it, but I do tend to slide a little bit there, but not as big an issue for that reverse flick. And then the small jimping, it's not small, it's large jimping, small number of jumps, works well. It is, again, placed properly. It is in line, maybe slightly above where that pivot is where you land, but the D10 on it is tuned extremely well. Let's do some size comparisons. I still don't have my scale, so I can't weigh it. I will look it up on their website and share the weight that they advertise for this one with you as well. All right, just a quick size comparison, guys. Here it is against my Bodacious and my ProTech TR3 manual button lock. Both of these, this is a full size. I would call this one also full size, but more close to a medium size. And you can see that the Thor kind of lands almost in between. It has just slightly more length than the TR3 on the handle and on the blade length, but not quite as much as the Bodacious. So it falls just a little bit in there. So I feel like this is definitely more a full size. Okay, so I don't have a cardboard to spare right now, but I do want to show you what a fantastic factory edge this has on it. Really well done from the factory guys. Rike doing an awesome job. I'm sorry, Rike Knife does an awesome job with their edges on these. Let me clean this up and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. All right, time for final thoughts and impressions on the Thor. I really like this a lot. Now, it's not something, again, as I mentioned earlier, that I would normally gravitate towards, but I've really enjoyed it and appreciate it. I think this would be kind of like a statement piece in the collection that I wouldn't happen to mind carrying regularly and using it. Like, it's not something I would shy away from using, in my opinion. And I just think it's so unique and different while still being comfortable, usable, and done extremely well. So kudos to Rike Knife on this one, guys. All right, I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is the best, 1 is the worst. I do take into account the materials used, the aesthetics, the performance, both with the action and cutting, ergos, and the price point on that one. For me on this one, if you would have asked me just to solely off of the information on the website grade it, probably wouldn't have put it this high, but I'm actually gonna go 8.2 on this one. Really, really like it. I really have gotten to appreciate the level of details on this one, and I think it is unique and cool enough to add to the collection without really being something that I don't think that I would enjoy long term or wouldn't love to showcase more frequently than I would have thought before I got it in hand. But I am curious to hear what you guys think about the Thor. Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be appreciated. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. I would love to have you follow along as I continue to grow the channel. A special shout out and thanks to my channel members. That is it for me today, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.